K-Trend Monitoring Office. How can I help you? And back joining us in the studio for a K-Trend Monitoring Office is David. David, what's up, buddy?
Hello, everybody.
Dude, were you angry today?
No.
I was so angry today.
Why?
Today's weather is just like everything will get you mad.
Really?
It was so disgusting.
Well, I have good news.
Yes.
The way I was coming here,
Yeah.
it just cleared up. It's like majestic right now outside.
No, but then like the rain, the humidity, and then like the rain drying up on the sun, it just creates like steam.
Yeah, now you go outside, it's like a blue sky, sun's out, and I just passed Pampo River, and it's like everyone's picnicking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so disgusting today.
I know, and yesterday as well too. I felt like I was in a swimming pool.
I was in a swimming pool yesterday because I was like, I can't do the heat.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's cleared up, and it is monsoon season. So what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So today we're gonna talk about some fun stuff. Today we're gonna open up pages of a modern Korean romance novel.
Right.
You're gonna love that stuff. Have you guys noticed that your feed's filled with cross-cultural duos sharing their daily lives, right? You have like the Korean boyfriend and the Russian girlfriend, or you have like the Japanese wife and the Korean husband.
Yep.
I mean, list goes on.
Yeah.
List really goes on here. And of course, they talk about all the things they have in daily lives, language mishaps, beautiful weddings. You see this too.
Yeah, it's popping on YouTube, on my Instagram feed. Actually, in my real life, all of my friends are getting married to international people. I'm not gonna lie, really, like my closest friends are getting married to Chinese, Japanese, like Russian, American, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should consider that too. Maybe I'm just like trapped in my Korean well.
Yeah. I mean, again, but also I'm considered American, right? So like my wife is always saying she got married to an American, and stuff like that. But that. We're not talking about just that. We're talking about like really, really out there, and we are seeing more of that. David, from what I understand, your YouTube channel, you did something like this.
Yeah, we made a big production called Ramen and Chill. Jeez. It's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Do you want ramen?
Do you want ramen and do you want a Netflix and chill? We made a mix of that, and then we invited international women and Korean men on a dating show, essentially.
Very nice.
Yes. We filmed it at a BTS filming spot. It was amazing. And it was actually very successful, I would say. It got a lot of views, over 10 million.
Wow.
And we actually got some couples. And in contrary to Korean shows where they all like giggle and laugh over like, grabbing hands and, all that kind of stuff, like we actually had some spicy scenes as well. Yeah, people going to bed together. Yeah. Yeah, but I had to cut the footage. Yeah, it's YouTube after all.
So. Wow, that was a big production, man.
Yeah, it was pretty big. We had like 30 staff, like 100 cameras. I edited it all by myself.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't have the budget, so I had to sacrifice my soul.
No, I saw parts and like bits and parts of it. I thought it was so big that I thought you had like a big sponsor.
I know. We did have sponsors, but we didn't have an editor, so that was me.
Dude, that's a big edit, man.
I know.
Usually a program that size has like multiple editors and stuff like that.
I wanted to I just wanted to disappear back then.
So we want to talk about this because we have, it goes the other way too. I mean, we have so many listeners tuning in from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
And they're also maybe interested in a relationship with Koreans, whether it be guys or girls, doesn't matter, and the other way around. And so let's start with the big question.
Right.
The how. Right?
Yes.
Like in the past, like international couples mostly met through like, I don't know, the traditional study, like the language exchange and stuff like that. But today, the digital highway has completely rewritten the script. So how are people locking eyes cross borders these days?
Yeah. First of all, I'm glad you actually mentioned the language exchange because that has expanded over the years, and it's definitely because of the Hallyu effect. So if you see nowadays on Netflix, top rankings are all K-dramas, K-shows. Global interest has just in general skyrocketed thanks to K-pop and these content. So a lot of people are just hopping onto the learn Korean trend. A lot of my fans learn it because they want to learn BTS lyrics, what they actually actually mean. And according to the Sejong Institute Foundation, the number of Korean language learners worldwide surpassed 310,000 across 85 countries. It's the highest, it's the all-time high. And I've actually seen some reports over the weekend saying like Korean subtitles are the third most seen subtitles in the United States right now after English, Spanish, and Korean.
Wow.
So that's really crazy. So because of this organic boom of wanting to learn Korean, people are hopping onto language exchanges. They're just learning Korean, and inevitably they want to have actual conversations with people, and then relationships start.
That's how my brother got married.
Really?
My brother got married to a Chinese American girl, my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And she's an army.
Okay.
She loves K-dramas.
Okay.
And she wanted to learn Korean.
Uh-huh.
And then my brother Daniel goes,
Yeah.
I could teach you Korean. And I was like, dude, your Korean's bad.
Oh.
I was like, your Korean ain't even that good.
Yeah.
You like, she's like, and then he goes, yeah, but it's better than hers. So I'm like, yeah, of course it's better than hers.
True.
That's true. And so that's how it started, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they're married now.
Wow.
They're married. And they came to Korea. And I was
so
just like, and
cute.
then she started talking to my parents in Korean. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's how it started.
Oh.
But he wouldn't tell my parents that it started off in like a dating app.
Why not?
Because he still thinks like, oh, my parents are so old school that they think it's weird.
There's a stigma, yeah.
But, I was talking to, Connie's her name. I was like, Connie, like, how'd you guys meet? It was like dating app. And I was trying, always wanted to meet a Korean guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, this is like the least Korean guy ever.
He's just ethnically
Dude,
Korean.
he's just ethnically Korean. Like, his Korean isn't even that good. And she was like, how do you know that? How do you know that? So the global language exchange and the Hallyu effect, obviously a big thing.
Yep. But like you just mentioned dating apps, and I think like the digital technology on like connecting people all over the world, and also location independent dating apps such as like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, a lot of people use them. There are specialized language apps like Tandem or HelloTalk.
Oh.
A lot of these are just escalating the amount of people just connecting together for either relationship purposes or language exchange. And because of these, we have like a new platform. In the old days, we didn't know where to go to meet like a foreigner or like a Korean. But nowadays, you just go on Tinder, you just go on Hinge, and you can just swipe right. And if you match, there you go. You just meet offline and start dating, right?
You want to hear a really sad story, David?
Okay.
So when I was in college...
Yeah.
I was on the dating app because I was like, this is interesting. It was like Korean dating app.
Yeah.
Like the early, like the first generation, right?
Okay.
I got matched up with this girl who went to Sookmyung Women's University.
Okay.
I was like, very nice,
Yeah.
right? Smart, very good school. And she's like, oh, I'm really interested in learning English and stuff like that. And so throughout the whole semester, she would ask me to translate certain stuff. And I translate like an essay. And then once she graduated, she stopped contacting me.
Oh my God, she just used you.
She used me.
Oh no.
She used me.
And you thought you fell for her charm. You
I
thought
did.
She was a nice person.
I didn't even get to meet her.
Oh no.
But joke's on her, though.
Yeah.
Joke's on her.
Yeah, but because of these dating apps, I've benefited from it, to be honest, a lot. Because, like, I really want to put this out. Like, before BTS and after BTS, the matching rates have significantly changed. I will tell you this. This is the golden era for Korean men.
It's such a golden era.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was in college, like, people don't use Facebook anymore.
No.
But back before Facebook was big, they used to have groups, right? Like students, like I was part of like this, I went to Syracuse, right? And there was a SU, what is it? Asian girls who don't date Asian guys group.
What?
Right? And then there was another group called Korean girls that don't date Korean guys.
What?
It was like they didn't want to date.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And so now it's like other way where it's like Korean guys are on high demand.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Nowadays, a lot of Korean guys want to, date international women over Korean girls.
Yeah, but also like non-Koreans are also non-Korean girls are seeking Korean guys.
Yeah, that's why the matching rate's going up.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But I don't know, guys, you have to take advantage of this stuff.
Exactly.
But there's also the work and travel alignment, right?
Yes. So like outside of the casual and, connections and all that, a lot of people are actually coming to South Korea because of its well-known reputation for a nice environment, convenience, safety. And we're a developed country now. So a lot of people want to work here. So they get certain type of visas. One that we want to spotlight is the digital nomad visa. So apparently it's like a workation visa. If you have like a remote job or if you have a tech job or something like that, you can apply for this visa. You can reside in Korea, work remotely, and it's beneficial for our country. So you spend here, you spend the rent here and all that. And while you're here, because these people are lonely, they look out for relationships, and it naturally just happens.
I heard, I forgot what her name was. She was a YouTuber, not Korean. I forget where she's from, the U.S., I think. And her thing was like travel.
Yeah.
And she came to Korea, and I think she got one of these like digital nomad visas. She was like staying for like a month or something like that.
Yeah.
And then while she was there, she met a Korean guy. And they ended up dating. Now they have another YouTube channel where they talk about their dating.
Oh.
That's their big thing now. So she went from a travel YouTuber to a, what is it? International couple YouTube, which is why we see
there are actually so many YouTubers like that, and their channels do great.
What are you doing?
I know. Maybe I should get like a fake partner and say like I'm an international couple and go up to like 1 million subs.
No, David, you can't do it like that. You can't. Once you get caught, you'll be so canceled.
Do you want some tea? I actually know some people that are doing that.
Would you say want some tip?
Tea.
Tea?
Yeah.
What is that?
I actually know some international couple YouTube channels that are actually not in a relationship. But soaking up that views and business. Yeah.
I heard about that.
It's real.
I mean, we don't want to talk about it, but you shouldn't be doing that stuff, guys. But anyways, we're going to continue to talk about how there is a growing number of international relationship, how to go about being in an international relationship, and more. You chose a song called Bubblegum by New Jeans. Why?
Yeah, I think it perfectly captures that just fluttering feeling when you're on a dating app and meeting people and stuff like that. So yeah.
All right, this is New Jeans, Bubblegum. Back in the studio talking about international relationships because maybe some of you guys are interested. And we have Crash going and wondering how Facebook is doing right now. What are you doing, Crash? No, that is not the topic. Doesn't matter how Mark Zuckerberg is making money off of the ads and stuff like that. Terrible Facebook, but it's if you could connect. Do people still connect through Facebook?
I don't think so. I heard like in the Southeast Asian region, they still use it hugely. But nowadays it's mostly Instagram, right? Like Gen Z connect via DMs.
Dude, that to me was the craziest thing because I didn't know that young people, like when I was young, I'd be like, can I get your digits? Can I get your number?
Digits. Right? Oh, it shows your age. Oh my gosh.
Let me get your 411. Let me get your, digits, right? But now it's like, let me get your Instagram.
Exactly. So how if you go to like a club nowadays and if you ask for a number, that's very old. If you ask for a Kakao Talk, that's very old too. But you got to go to Instagram.
No, I went to like a bar and I met somebody. I was with my friends and then I met somebody. We're having a really good conversation, like just like casual conversation. I was like, and there's something on the lines of like Instagram. I was like, like I just do stories, whatever, and I was like, "What's your Instagram?" And then my friend goes, "Oh, right?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, you're married." I was like, "Yeah." So what?
Oh, he or she thought you were flirting.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know that was like asking for the digits. Okay. So like I said, I apologize. I'm sorry. Let's pretend this never happened. That's not what I meant.
Yeah. So what's the alternative? You should have asked for LinkedIn or something. What do you want us to do?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine flirting? Hey, what's your LinkedIn?
But I actually heard LinkedIn is now becoming a dating app.
No, but think about how good LinkedIn is like to get someone's information. It's like it shows you your job,
university,
your title.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I'm this. Dude, it's
credibility. Yeah.
I can't believe this. Let's navigate the cultural maze, communication and context, right? I mean, again, like finding love across borders is beautiful. It's beautiful. But the real work begins when two different cultural contexts, they sit down, same dinner table, right? David, what are some of the most common cultural hurdles these couples face, and how do they overcome it?
Yeah, so this is actually coming from experience and also like internet anecdotes too. But like the biggest difference between international couples and international dating in general, maybe Western, and Korean dating is that it's high context versus low context communication. So in Korean culture, we rely heavily on nunchi.
Oh.
Yeah, and we have underlying meanings, and you got to read the room. And a lot of girlfriends would be like mad about a situation, and the guy has to be like doing guessing games. You've been in that situation before, right? But in contrary, I've heard like in general in Western or international dating scenes, they're very direct. If you're mad, if you're angry, you say, let's sit down and talk, and you confront the situation, you can address what you're mad about, and you try to solve the situation through communication. It's very direct. Whereas in Korean, you have to do the guessing games, or you have to try to lighten up the situation, buy her like delicious food and stuff, vice versa as well. So yeah, these kind of different cues or like different ways to communicate are very different.
Dude, that nunchi thing I heard is tough, because even as like a kyopo, as a Korean American, this was like one of the hard things.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine who's also a Korean American, he said that when he first met his wife, like they met in like a 소개팅, right?
Yeah.
She got really mad. They got married eventually, but she got really mad because he didn't get the clue.
Yeah, exactly.
That she was interested in him.
Yeah, men are clueless, honestly.
But I'm just like, can you be more forward? But
Exactly.
I feel like that's the thing. It's like they're not forward.
Yeah, that happened to me quite a time. Actually, when I was like on the third or fourth date, usually Korean guys like confess or like say like, do you want to be my boyfriend or girlfriend? But like people like me, I want to take some more time, right? And then the girl would come after like the fifth date and say like all wiggly, and she's like, so when are you gonna actually ask me to be your girlfriend? What's going on over here? And I was like, I thought we were just on a date and like seeing each other and stuff. But then I thought, like, if that was on your mind, why didn't you just express it until now? And she was like, that's not how you do it.
Dude,
you don't make the woman to say these kind of things. You got to catch the vibes and then just be forward.
you want to hear, Pini, I'm going to go 18.5 here.
What?
I'm going to go 18.5 right now.
Okay.
I'm going to go 18.5,
Okay.
just enough that I don't get in trouble. I was seeing this girl, Korean, right? I'm Korean American.
Yeah.
And it was during the 2010 World Cup.
Okay.
Right, so a while ago.
Yeah.
We went to cheer together. We went cheering together.
Okay.
And me being a nice guy, I took her home. And she goes, I'm here. And I'm like, bye. She goes, she goes, did I tell you I live by myself? I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was like,
great.
fine.
You're an
She's like- and
independent
then
woman.
She gave me one more chance, I think. Now that I think, she goes, 들어간다.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going. I was like, 조심히 들어가.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's why we have these subtle sentences like, do you want to eat ramen? Do you want to see my cat? Like, you just be direct, I want to spend time with you tonight.
and she never called me back.
Exactly. How are we supposed to know?
No, man.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem with internet. That's not even a culture. That's a cultural thing. Nunchi is a cultural
It
thing.
is a cultural thing.
That is a cultural thing.
Yep.
The pace of relationship milestone. This is a big thing too.
Yeah, so as I said before, like we have the 3-date rule over here in Korea. Mostly, like you go on 3 dates and then you lock in as boyfriend and girlfriend. That's a big cultural difference. A lot of international people get shocked about. And also, when you actually start dating, we have these what do you call them? Like these 기념일, like these celebrations, anniversaries that are cute in my sense, but a lot of people don't understand. So we got the 100 day, the 200 day, and maybe the 300. Just skip that or go to 1 year.
I'll top it. Do you remember the tutu day?
Oh, tutu, yeah. Oh, that's just like when we were middle school and high school, yeah.
I mean, I never had to do it.
Yeah, the bullies would go around and say it's their tutu day with like this other bully girl, and they'd ask us for like one, like 20 cents to celebrate their tutu. But yeah, we have these kind of stupid, I guess cute and stupid celebrations. It could be a burden for one side if you have to prepare a present or a nice meal at a restaurant. But yeah, they try to have like matching outfits, couple items, go on like hokkangses. So I think it's a great way to like celebrate, you know.
Yeah, and that's just the thing. It's, again, if you're going into a relationship with someone who's Korean, these anniversaries are important to them. So you have to do it. And if you don't, and it's not even just that. It's not just 100 days, 200 days, 300. You have to do the Valentine's, the White Day. Exactly. You have to do the Rose Day. The birthday. Yeah. And then you can add more.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, it's just too much. But there's the ultimate test.
Yes.
The bureaucracy.
Yes. So if we get really serious into the realms of international marriage, a lot of people become confronted with these realistic walls of visa problems or the immigration framework. So registering a cross-border marriage in Korea requires massive paper trails.
Yep.
I don't even know how it goes, like, but people talk about like the F6 marriage visa, whatever. You got to have like, I don't know, a topic test or whatever. So yeah, it just forces couples to become highly organized and logistical partners very early in their relationships if they are actually taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even getting married, it's just, I mean, there's so much paperwork that's involved, and it's, I mean, I had to go through it. I know someone who's technically not even married in their country because she just didn't want to
go through that.
Yeah. And I was like, what?
Yeah, one of my best friends, he's almost married to like a Chinese women, and it's so much of a problem for them because the lengths they have to go to afford a house, getting the loans under like a foreigner's name, and then like adding it up and buying the house, it has so much like paperwork involved.
Yeah. No, it really does. And so like you have to brace for that. I mean, like when you're just dating and having fun, maybe don't talk about once it gets serious, you have to brace for all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the kids come in, that's even more complicated later
which
on.
nationality you're going to choose.
It's just, it's a lot.
Yep.
We'll continue to talk about international relationships here in Korea. But first, let's take a listen to a song here. I think this is perfect. Super Junior with Mamacita. Ayaya! That's going to be the line. Buenas noches, nochejima. Oh my goodness. Great song. We're talking about international relationships, things that you have to deal with. And I think, what David talked about with nunchi, this is a big thing. But the thing about nunchi is that when you live in Korea long enough, you also build up your own nunchi.
That's true.
And so, I got hinted and I didn't go, but that was the first and last time.
Yeah.
Because you build nunchi. Let's talk about the paradigm shift, changing Korean minds.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you see how couples adapt these days, right? But looking at the bigger picture,
right?
How is the rest of South Korea reacting? Like the societal mindset, right?
Yeah.
Like regarding multicultural relationships and global marriages. Because we were such a we still are technically very homogenous. It is changing. And there was even the idea, I remember, when there was like a growing number of kids studying abroad.
Yeah.
They go, dating is okay, but marriage has to be Korean.
Right.
Like that was the mindset.
Yeah.
Now things have changed a lot.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. I think even to the parents' generation, they're opening up a lot. My parents are getting, especially my mom, she's getting pretty desperate about like me not getting married. So she's like, oh, I know you have a lot of international followers. Like maybe just, try with them.
Hey guys, who's interested in David?
She's like, yeah, like I don't even care about like her being Korean anymore. It could be okay if she's like any nationality. So I see the desperateness, but also like her opening up with her friends. And she's seen a lot of my friends, like childhood friends, getting married with, an American and Chinese. So she's like, yeah, I think it's okay as long as you get married soon enough.
David, honestly, I really just think you have high standards.
No, I don't.
There's no way.
No, I don't. No,
There's no way you could be single for this long.
No.
Dude, you just have high standards, man.
I mean, I think I'm just like in my comfort zone right now.
Okay.
And I'm just happy with my dog at home and going on walks and, you know, like enjoying anime and Netflix. Yeah. There are a lot of people like me nowadays.
All right.
But, yeah, just to go on, like I brought some data. So actual hard data here. According to recent data from Statistics Korea, international marriages now account for roughly 9 to 10% of all newly registered marriages annually in the country.
Very nice.
And in specific metropolitan areas like Seoul or Gyeonggi province, that number continues to climb steadily. On top of this, I was doing some research over the week for a new video I'm ready to put on my channel. Actually, the international marriage number for Japanese women and Korean men have skyrocketed. And apparently the compatibility between those two culturally and mindset wise is like perfect.
It's similar. It's very similar.
Like Japanese women love like K-pop, K-drama, and we're like East Asian, and they're very like kind of I wouldn't say submissive, but they're very like respectful towards like their husband or something like that. Korean guys are very sweet and gentle, and you know they take care of their girl and stuff. So yeah, it's a perfect fit, and nowadays, like, the numbers have just, it's gone up.
I remember the funny thing I heard was I knew a Japanese, he was a guy friend, and he goes, do you know Korean guys are really popular in Japan? I was like, okay, why? Because of K-pop and K-drama? He's like, no, you know, like all these Japanese girls, they came to Korea and they saw that the guys are holding the girls' bags. And they thought it was like the wildest thing ever. Exactly. It's like the nicest thing ever.
Yeah. And I saw a Japanese girl make this on TikTok. Like she was walking in the street and she witnessed a guy you know how they shove in the girl into the inside of the walk when there's a car coming. That's like just in our nature now. Like it's just we're all just educated.
Dude, that was always my thing. If I'm ever walking with the girl, I'd always be like move her towards away from the street.
Exactly. And then like this one Japanese girl made a TikTok about it, and she's like, look at these Korean guys, like that subtle gesture just blew up. It became super viral, and all the comments were like, "Oh my gosh, I need to marry and meet a Korean guy."
No, but it's funny because like it's also going the other way, where like Korean girls are like, you know, they're kind of, you know, they don't want to meet Korean guys, and there's other like cultural or social things that stand out from other, you know, I guess countries or races that they prefer. And so that's why like we're seeing an increased number of international relationships. But what I really like also too, to be honest with you, like someone said one way to solve the low birth rate problem is to increase immigration.
That could be a solution.
Someone said that. Now, I think one sort of subtle and indirect way that they're kind of pushing this is with a lot of these like reality shows.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like they're making it normal through media.
Right. So media representation is very important. And we're getting more and more shows like this, including mine, like Ramen and Chill. I would say it's a frontier. But the shows in Korea, like YouTube Chars or like, you know, Welcome First Time to Korea, 어서와 한국이지. You see on these shows, more and more foreigners are coming in. They're making families. They're dating each other. And Korean people are watching these shows at home, and they're getting more used to it. They're like, like I didn't see any international couples in the old days, but they seem very happy. Oh, their child looks adorable, so cute. And they're like, yeah, maybe that could work out. So more and more of these media normalization just, you know, instead of focusing on the exotic novelty, they highlight on the relatable, like everyday domestic struggles together, like challenging life together, making breakfast, dealing with the in-laws. So it's kind of a simulation for a lot of people, secondhand watching.
Crash Override over in Michigan says, I wouldn't mind an international relationship if she stayed in the U.S. as I will have to be in the U.S. But that's the other big thing is making the choice on where you're going to live.
Yeah. That's very tough.
But what's interesting is, I mean, at least from what I've seen, both ways, I've seen more people stay in Korea.
Yeah, that's true.
Than going back. However, I do also, it starts off in Korea, and then once their kids start growing up, they make the change over.
Yeah, that's how I like to do it too, because I don't like the education system here, to be honest. Yeah, it's very hard and tough.
My kids are staying here no matter what, because I'm not going anywhere.
Well, yeah, I've been brought up here, and I've been through the education system, and honestly, if I were to marry someone who's... like, let's first say, like, a U.S. citizen. Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, let's stay until our kid goes into kindergarten. Maybe if he or she gets into elementary school, let's go to the States or, like, Europe or somewhere else because...
No, this is a big thing. And in fact, like, even with my wife and I, like, this is something that we talked about because she wanted to know whether I was going to stay in Korea. Yeah. And for her, she's like, I just can't imagine living abroad. She doesn't want to be away from her parents. That's true. She just likes being in Korea. Yeah. And so I said, you don't have to worry about it. I'm going to be in Korea. So that's how things work out. So that's, again, it only works when both sides agree that they want to stay in one place. Yeah. But I would say that more and more people are actually staying in Korea. Exactly. Than anything. Yeah. All right, David, this is fun. We're gonna go part 2 next week. We're gonna continue to talk about all this and more. Until next time, man, go. Actually, I can't even say go out there. And he is going out there
with my dog.
No, you are meeting people.
Oh yeah,
He's got a high standard. You keep trying to meet Korean and stuff.
No.
My goodness. Anyways, this song is dedicated to you. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and then we'll see you again next Monday.
Okay, see ya.
Sending around the studio. This is Baby Monster with Sheesh.